Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to set some conditions for our player animation from player idle to player fall and player run to player fall. First of all, just I am going to bring it here and also game tab here. And here you can see we have to set some condition for our player. When will be our player is in fall state or in idle state. So first of all, I am going to create a boolean type variable and I will call it player on ground. Perfect. So here you can see we are making a game jump down platformer and our player has some states. When as soon as we launch the game, our player is on ground and remain in idle state, or when we press keys it change its state from idle to run. Now I have set some condition when will our player is in fall state. So first of all, make transition from player idle to fall. Now select the state player idle to fall. First of all, exit time 0, setting 0. So here set a condition player on ground. If our player is player on ground, if this condition is false, player on ground, if this condition is false, what will be the state of our player? It's mean our player is falling. If player on ground, if this condition is false, obviously it's mean that our player is in fall state. And if just make it 0, if player on ground, if this condition remains true, it's mean that our player is in idle state. Or make a transition from player run to player fall. So if player on ground, if this condition is false, it's mean that our player is falling, not on ground. If player on ground, if this condition is false, it's mean that our player is in fall. I will not make transition from player fall to player run. The reason is that our player will not fall. Our player will not run in air. So now what I am going to do, I am going to write some code for this. So first of all, go to player movement update method and here type what? First of all, I am going to create a variable bool and I will name it grounded. It will check that our player is on ground or not. So for this, go to player and create a game object, empty object, and name it player on ground. Okay, perfect. Now go back to script and here I am going to initialize 3 different kinds of variable. First of all, I am going to declare a variable name public game object, and which game object? This will player on ground. Player on ground. Okay, Next I am going to declare public layer mask and name it platform layer. Layer mask I will discuss in later. The reason is when I will apply I will apply and select different layers, I will show you why I am declare this variable. And another object player public float radius. So first of all, go to scene setting. As soon as we launch the game, we did not set any condition that whether our player is on ground or in air. So for this we are going to create a script. We are writing a script which check that our player is on ground or not. So in update method I am going to declare just you can see here I am going to grounded equal to physics 2D physics 2D dot overlap circle, and here I will pass three parameters. First one is player, on ground. This one player on ground, and it will check player on ground dot transform dot position. Another is radius, and last one is this one platform layer. Platform layer perfect, and grounded. What I will do, I have passed a boolean type variable grounded, and it will check that it will draw a circle. When our player is on ground, it will draw a circle which tell us that our player is on ground. So here I am going to create a void on just check this on draw gizmo selected, and gizmo dot color equal to color dot green. And gizmo dot draw wire sphere, and pass the parameter player on ground dot transform dot position and its radius. What this script will do, it will draw a sphere around our player, and it show that whether our player is on ground or not. Now go back to Unity editor, and here you can see in player script there are 3 new options: radius, as you can see here, and platform layer. We did not select or create any layer, so first of all I am going to create a layer, add new layer and name it ground platform layer, a ground platform. Select player and select ground platform and player on ground, check this and just pass this parameter here. So here you can see when I press play, here you can see a sphere is created around our player. Just decrease its size and select player on ground and change its color from green and bring it just here. Okay, perfect. So here you can see an option. Just go back to script and make this variable public and press save. Now go back to Unity editor. Here you can see when I press play, select these platform default rotating fan platform, also change their ground platform. For time being I am going to remove its script so that it will not move. I want to show you something. Just see, here you can see grounded is unchecked. It's mean that our player is in air. As soon as when we press play, you can see that our player is in grounded state, and when I press just fall, you can see this option is unchecked. Here is another thing which I want to show you. As soon as we launch the game, our player is in fall state. The reason is that we did not change its state. So for this, go back to code and here just type what player anim dot set bool and pass which parameter, this parameter which we have, player on ground, player on ground, and which one, this parameter boolean grounded. So save it and go back to editor and press play. Here you can see our player change its state from fall to idle, and you can also see that our player is on grounded. Now when I fall off the platform, you can see this will be unchecked and our player change its state from idle to fall. Here you can see. That's it for this lecture. In next lecture we will apply our last animation, dead animation or hurt animation. See you in next lecture.